don't know if, like, when, like, adults kill people, I think that something snapped in their life. Like, maybe, like, the boss is messing with them, I don't think no one's born to be evil in the world. I don't think that, I think something have to encourage in their life, something horrible, make them snap. Like, maybe the boss was, like, picking on them, and they killed their boss. I don't know. Or maybe, like, if they get in an argument, they start beating up that person, and apparently the person died, right? So, I don't think that no one's evil in the world. There's no such thing that Jesus create anybody who's evil, Jesus create people who have good hearts, right? But sometimes something snaps in someone's life, and or you can just push people to the edge and they snap, and that's how they become killers, I understand that, it was an accident the first time, but the second time, the 14th time, the 48th time, like killing some other person, I don't think that's an accident. I think you meant to do these kind of crimes, murder, I think that, Some people, they get caught because they killed maybe like 14 people, right? And sometimes when they get on, like, the jury and then stuff like that, sometimes people, sometimes they get, like, a lesser sentence, right? A lesser sentence, maybe, like, 10 years or so, or 20 years. I think if you do murder, you have to get life, I don't believe that is in their power to kill another person who kills someone else, right? I don't believe that. I don't believe that is, like, it's not like people could kill someone else, right? The only one who can, like, make someone, like, die or pass away is Jesus, right? It's not in your power, even if that person kills so many people, that you can sentence him, like, to kill him, right? Or, like, the death penalty, They can stay on death row, but, like, you can't, like, I don't know, some states you can still kill people, if they're on death row, I don't know. I keep watching these kind of movies when, like, they do, like, the last meal before you put to death, right? On death row, right? And I'm like, they can pick what they eat for the last time. Some of them is like, some of the foods, they're like, I don't know, could be expensive kind of foods, But yeah, so sometimes I saw this one time, this lady, I don't know if it was a lady or a man. They killed they killed maybe like 2 people, right? And no, they killed one person, right? And the judge and the jury thought that that person was not guilty because they thought it was like an accident, right? But they have all the evidence in front of them that that person did it in spite or something like that, right? They wanted that person to be dead, right? But sometimes when the jury, like, do the vote and stuff like that, it don't turn out the way I want it to be turned out, Some people get a lesser sentence, right? Even when they kill, like, kids, right? They get a lesser sentence. Or they'll, like, get free for doing that murder, right? I don't think that's like right that someone could kill someone and get off with no warning, no going to jail or anything. That is that's so messed up in the world that someone can kill someone and then the jury just say, not guilty because I don't see all the evidence. But the evidence in front of your face. How are you not going to see that that person did that in spite, did in anger, and all these other stuff? Why don't you see that, I understand that I could be on one of those jury things, and do, like, the voting stuff. What's that called? I want to be on the jury. But you have to, like, have, like, the vote, you gotta, like, those things where you gotta vote for people, for whatever. You gotta vote, and then you could be on the jury or something like that. It's like in between, you gotta be one of those and then be, like, on the jury. I don't want to vote, so I can't be on the jury, I always wanted to be on the jury duty, right? Because I think if I put my 2 cents in, I think the people who do murder will have a life sentence. That's just me, So I think that people who do murder, they shouldn't get scot-free, you know. Like they don't get a warning or anything like that they kill someone or something like that, right? So the people who kill people, right, they don't get no penalty, right? Sometimes. But sometimes they do, sometimes the jury do say they're guilty for killing that person. And sometimes they don't have like a verdict, you know. Sometimes I think that the juries are stupid people, you know. You see the evidence in front of you. How are you not going to see that that person did that in spite? They did that because they wanted to do that, right? Sometimes they killed their spouse or their boss or a kid. I believe that if you kill a kid, you should be in jail forever, you know, until you die in there, right? And suffer and die in there, right? Because that kid could have been like a doctor. That kid could have been like a science person, you know. That kid could have had his whole life ahead of her or him ahead of him, right? Instead, you killed him. Maybe because you beat him to death. Maybe you starve him. Or, I don't know. It's just like that, you know. People shouldn't be killers, you know. I think if it was no killers or rapists or any kind of people who's doing bad things in the world, the world will be a better place, right? But then I'm like, if the world was like a better place, then it won't be having more excitement, you know. I don't know. To me, it's like a fear. It's like a I agree with it, but then I don't agree with it, you know. A better place will have no evil will be a best place. It will be a utopia, you know. But for some odd reason, even in a better place, it will always be that one person will just mess it up and be a killer or a rapist or a kidnapper. I don't know. It always happened like that, you know. So guys, if you have these kind of stories, like, comment down below and share all these stuff, you know. I don't know. I don't think anybody was born to be I don't think anybody was born to be killers, you know. I don't accept that, you know. I think something inside the person clicked or snapped to be a killer, you know.